morning, gentlemen. Craig here on Twitter at CraigJamesTFA. I want to talk to you this morning about rewarding progress. This past month, I worked through September of Success, which was a 31 Days to Masculinity campaign. Went through that with, I think it was about 140 guys. It was a fantastic month, lots of lessons learned. Guys tested their limits. They found where their limits lied in some instances. Guys set clear boundaries in their lives with people who were taking advantage of them. They realized where they were going awry, where they were living in ways that were not in alignment with their true convictions and the things they really wanted from life. They got introspective on taking advantage of the opportunities that they are given each day to have an impact on the world. And it was a fantastic month. And part of that month for me was giving up to certain vices that had crept into my life. And every man was required to find vices that they were going to shed for that month. And one of mine was eating processed foods. So I was not one to eat processed foods all the time. However, I had noticed that over the past few months that the frequency with which I was eating processed foods had crept up. And so I decided to give myself 1 month of no processed foods. And so I gave that up. And at the end of those 31 days of abstaining from processed foods, I decided I was going to reward myself. During that month, I would see something, a package of Twizzlers, a box of cereal, even just bread in general. We'd go out to eat and there'd be rolls and butter on the table that, they looked tempting, they looked good, they looked delicious, and I didn't eat them. And as I would see those things, it would, I would abstain. I would say, no, I've made a decision, I'm not going to eat them. But I would also think about a time when I might be able to eat them again. And so I rewarded myself after that 31 days of not eating processed foods with allowing myself a day to just eat whatever I want. Whenever I felt like eating, I ate, and I took advantage of that. I ate Twizzlers, I had a Monster Energy drink, I ate a big cheeseburger with fries for lunch, I had a bowl of chili, I went out and had pizza in the evening, drank a beer, just enjoyed myself. And surprisingly, I didn't feel that bad. I thought my body might kind of reject that a little bit, and I'd be lethargic or maybe get a headache or something like that. I don't know exactly how my body might react, but it didn't. I felt fine, and it was a good day. It was fun. It was nice to get to eat some of those things that I had not been eating for about a month, and it just reminded me that we should reward progress. When we do something that is momentous, when we achieve a milestone that we've been working toward, we should reward ourselves. That's part of the joy of the experience, is getting the satisfaction of knowing you've achieved something and then reaping some reward from that. And of course, I had some physical rewards. My health was improved, I'm sure. I did lose a little bit of body fat over the month, so you get those rewards. But I rewarded myself by letting myself eat some things that I hadn't been eating for the month, and I don't plan on getting back to eating that way. In fact, the day after that, I was back to eating, mostly non-processed foods. But one of the lessons we can take from that as well, guys, is we should have that same mentality with our children. When our children work hard and they achieve some milestone, we should reward them. My oldest daughter last year started a new private school, and her math skills up to that point were not where the kids in her grade were at this new school. Or the public school she had gone to did not prepare her the same way that this private school would have. This private school was far advanced from where the public school was. And her grades suffered, and we expected that, but we also expected that she was going to pick it up. And she worked hard at that. She worked every single night doing math work. She even worked over the summer. And once she got to the point where she had caught herself up to where the other kids were in her grade, there was an online game that she had really been wanting to she had been playing, and she really wanted to purchase some things on that game. And I told her, said, you work hard, you get those grades up in math, and we'll buy that for you. And it was, I think it was like $50, something like that. And she worked for several weeks to get that. But that motivated her, for one, and two, I think it felt really good for her. Once she was able to get that reward that she was working so hard for, it felt really good because she had earned it. She had put in the work that was required to get it. And the same with me. You know, that processed food, that crap food that I eat, that most people eat on a daily basis, it tasted good. It felt good. There was no guilt to having it, to eating it for that one day, because I knew that I had earned it and that I had gone a whole month without eating those kinds of foods. So don't forget to reward yourself, guys. Don't forget to reward your children when they do something that is in alignment with the standard you've set for them. It's okay to let your guard down. Give them some time to play video games. Take them out for ice cream. You know, do something fun that they like to do that maybe you don't do on a normal basis. You know, make them feel special, make them feel accomplished for what they've done, because you know, when you accomplish something, that is worth rewarding. It is worth giving some positive reinforcement to. So that's all I have for today, guys. If you have any advice, any experiences with this, with rewarding progress with yourself, your children, maybe even your wife, leave a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe so you can stay up to speed with all my future videos. And again, you can follow me on Twitter at CraigJamesTFA. You can check out the blog at thefamilyalpha.com. It recently got a brand new facelift. So it's rebranded. The site design is completely different. We also have a new email list and a 100-page book, The Rise of Authentic Families, that you will get when you sign up to that email list. Hunter and I poured ourselves into that book, more Hunter than me, but it is a fantastic read about just living authentically yourself and how to pass that torch of authenticity down to your family and why it matters. It's 100 pages. It's a fantastic read. I dare say that it's one of the best books that you will find that is being given away online for simply exchanging your email address. So definitely recommend you check that out. Again, just go to familyalpha.com, thefamilyalpha.com, excuse me, and you can sign up with any of the sign-up forms there on the site. So that's it for today, guys. Keep killing it. Stay relentless. Keep pursuing progress. And when you achieve something that is worth celebrating, give yourself some time to do so. Until next time, I'm out.